got some sad news this time for the NFL. Mario, this has been a long time coming. Drew Brees has announced his retirement after 20 seasons in the NFL. Me personally, I'm not surprised by this. I mean, the way he kind of walked off the field the last game, the way he looked back at the field, the Superdome, it just kind of looked like that this was his game, and he had I don't know if you guys remember this, but in that game against the Bucks in the playoffs, he had his hand on Jameis' shoulder and said, "The team is yours now," or something like that. So honestly, I'm not surprised that this was the decision that he was going to go with. I'm just surprised that it took him this long to even announce it. But anyway, there is a quote from Drew Brees. He actually announced it on Instagram. His kids announced. He had a video of his kids saying it, but he also put in the in the description of it, said, and I quote, "After 15 years with the Saints and 20 years in the NFL, our dad is finally going to retire so he can spend more time with us." That's what his kid said in the video. But now, this is what Drew Brees had to say, and I quote, "After 20 years as a player in the NFL and 15 years as a Saint, it is time I retire from the game of football. Each day I poured my heart and soul into being a quarterback. To the very end, I exhausted myself to give everything I have for the Saints organization, my team, and the great city of New Orleans. We shared some amazing moments together, many of which we emblazoned in our hearts and mind and will forever be a part of us. You have molded me, strengthened me, inspired me, and given me a lifetime of memories. My goal for the last 15 years was striving to give to you everything you have given to me and more. I am only retiring from football. I am not retiring from New Orleans. This is not goodbye, but rather a new beginning. Now my real life's work begins." An interesting thing about Drew Brees, um, he's actually joining NBC as a Football Night in America analyst. So his job with football, he may not be playing football anymore, but he's not shying away from the sport of football. So it's good to see that he's actually going to be doing something useful post retirement. Um, and this was written by Mike Triple, who is an ESPN staff writer. So you know what, Mario? I'm gonna start off with this, okay? 15 years, 2 years, 2 games, 2 games a year for 15 years. Look, man, look, man. I wish Drew Brees the best of luck. And honestly, I know he's a division rival, but I thank him for everything he's done in the NFL. Obviously for 2 games a year for 15 years, watching as a Carolina Panthers fan, watching this guy play broke my heart. But at the same time, you can't hate it. This dude, one of the most prolific quarterbacks of all time, and let me let you guys know something. All right, he's eligible for the Hall of Fame in 2026. So just to let you guys know, he's definitely first ballot. I don't even want to hear an argument about that. But um, yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna miss him. I really am. As it's hard. It's funny for me to say that because he's broken my heart so many damn times. In the 15 years he's been with the Saints, but at the same time, everything that he's accomplished in the NFL, every accolade that gone through, every injury he's gone through, and he still poured his heart out to the league. He still poured his heart out to the New Orleans Saints organization in the city of New Orleans. It's you can't hate it. You just can't. And it's a tough goodbye. It really is. Like a part of me is relieved because it's like, oh yeah, that damn Drew Brees guy can't break my heart anymore. But at the same time, it's just like, man, like I'm even though he breaks my heart, it's just so fun to watch this guy play. And now he's not going to be playing anymore. It's gonna suck. He definitely gave a reason for many fans to watch him play all the time, and rightfully so. Let me give you some career stats from him because they're pretty impressive. He's the NFL's all-time leader career passing yards with 80,358. He has 571 TD passes, which is second. He has a completion percentage of 67.7%, which I think is second as well. Yeah, it is. So, I mean, the dude's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't even think it. I mean, he is a one-time Super Bowl champion, but honestly, it doesn't even matter, dude. What he's done on the stat sheet, what he's done for the league, what he's done for the Saints organization. Um, I mean, it's truly incredible. You can't shy down, and there's nothing. Everything that this man has done is nothing to shy down on. He's truly one of the most prolific players to ever come out of this generation, and I'm very, very, very thankful that I even got the opportunity to watch a man like Drew Brees play the game of football. So, with that being said, I do wish Drew Brees the best of luck in retirement. I do wish him the best of luck on NBC as well because he's going on there to be a football analyst. And I wish him the best of luck in retirement with NBC and with his family as well. So, and before I give it to you more, again, I just want to thank Drew Brees for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pick it up from day. First of all, thank you, Drew Brees, for an absolutely amazing 20 years in the NFL. Absolutely respect everything this man has done. Walter Payton, man, a year, I believe, too, at that. Um, Yeah, I mean Drew Brees, man, that's a guy that a lot of people should be looking up to, is Drew Brees right there. And obviously, as a Vikings fan, we have had some history with him too. I mean, 2009, this man beat my Brett Favre Vikings to go to the Super Bowl and win it. Could have been Brett Favre, but it wasn't. Then, fast forward to 8 years later, and we beat him in the Minneapolis Miracle and broke his heart. And then flash forward 2 years ago, we broke his heart again when Kyle Rudolph made that catch. Put all jokes aside, man, I completely agree with you. Drew Brees is the first ballot Hall of Famer. Anybody who says no, I'm sorry, but we're not listening. It's as simple as that. Okay, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. We're talking about a one-time Super Bowl champion. We're talking about a Super Bowl MVP. We're talking about a 13-time Pro Bowler, a one-time All-Pro. We're talking about a guy who has the records for most career yards by an NFL quarterback in history. We're talking about a guy who's second best in touchdowns, who's second best in completion percentage. The amount of accolades that Drew Brees has accomplished, I'm sorry, but dude, you can't argue that he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that he never won a regular season MVP or a league MVP. It's unfortunate that he's never won more than one Super Bowl. But like you said, it doesn't matter at this point. Drew Brees has done enough to become a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's just as simple as that. And I'm going to be honest with you. Drew Brees, I think, was the last. I think he is the last. Well, Ben Roethlisberger might be the last now, but besides him, I think Drew Brees was the last quarterback that you could actually see competing with like a Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? When, like, for instance, like Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning, they had those insane battles. Then Peyton Manning retired. Then you go to then you could have said Eli, but Eli retired. Philip Rivers is gone, so the only one left is Ben. But Drew Brees for that last year was Tom Brady's rival. He beat him 2 times in the regular season. Absolutely destroyed his team 2 times in the regular season. Went to the postseason. The Buccaneers got the best of him. So I mean, when you really look at it, it's really unfortunate you got to see this man leave. Here's the one thing that a lot of people don't talk about with Drew Brees, right? That I got to give him credit for. We talking about Drew Brees, a guy who is only 6 feet tall, okay, in a league where at the time, 20 years ago, quarterbacks had to be like how had to be like what 6'4", 6'5", at least.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
basically
saying?
the height of a pitcher.
Right. And we're talking about a guy who was 6 feet tall and absolutely was absolutely being dominant for 20 years in the NFL. One of the greatest motivational speakers ever. Like one of the greatest motivational speakers ever. He had one of the best pep talks to his team every single season. A lot of people viewed him as a leader. A lot of teammates of his really, enjoyed having him as a teammate. Um, Absolutely, he's been an absolute role model to the game, Nate. And I'm happy that he's going into football night in America. Is that what it's called? I know it's Sunday night football.
Yeah, yeah, with NBC.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I love Sunday night football. I'm glad that he's gonna be in it because the NFL definitely needs a mind like Drew Brees to stay in. You know, and Drew Brees is such an intelligent player. We all know this. We're telling you stuff you already know, but the fact that he's gonna be staying in the NFL, except as an analyst, I absolutely think that's gonna bring a lot to the game. Watching Drew Brees just analyze plays after plays after plays. It was something I thought Peyton Manning was gonna do. I felt like Peyton Manning was going to be great for that, but Peyton Manning never really got to the reporting yet. Hopefully that'll change. But
Didn't he go on like a State Farm commercial?
what?
Didn't he go on like a State Farm commercial after retirement?
Peyton
Peyton
Manning? It was
Manning.
nationwide.
Oh, it was nationwide. Okay.
Yeah, but wrong insurance company, Nate. But no, I'm happy that Drew Brees is staying in the game of the NFL. I know he loves it so much and he wants to still stay in it. And with that being said, I can't blame him. Drew Brees, I think, is definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. I think he is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live. Um, but with that being said, I wish him the best of luck. And the last important thing is he wants to spend more time with his family, which is completely understandable. We should never like really like judge a guy on why he retired because it's his choice.
Yeah,
But this is a very good choice. I don't think people should really be judging it. He wants to spend more time with his family after 20 years. Past 2 seasons, he's dealt with injuries. Like you don't want to
family
keep
first.
in your body. So with that being said, it was a great 20 years for Drew Brees. Absolutely a first ballot Hall of Famer. The next step in his life is being a family man, being continuing being a father to his 4 children. He's been an absolutely great father to his children, but continuing being a great father to his children, and just continuing spreading his knowledge throughout the NFL. So with that being said, best of luck to Drew Brees in retirement, and congratulations on a great career.